boy, does it fucking suck when the shoe's on the other foot, doesn't it?
In today's State of Crypto, Charles Hoskinson, Cardano's founder, talks about a government document that explains how Bitcoin could be banned. It says, the State of Crypto, subscribe and hit the like button.
Climate and energy implications of crypto assets in the United States of America. So why the hell would I make a video about that? Well, a White House report just came out and I want to share with all you guys. Let's take a look at it. So September 2022, the White House. And on March 9th, President Biden signed Executive Order 14067. The vast majority, the super majority of American citizens will never see this report, never care about this report, have nothing to do with this particular report. But if you go to page 7 right here, and again, just bury these things deep inside the guts of bureaucracy. To ensure the responsible development of digital assets, recommendations including the following actions for consideration. The very first bullet point, minimize GHG emissions. Okay, so what's GHG emissions? Those are the emissions for running a blockchain. Environmental justice. Yeah, you got to love that everything is justice now. Impacts and other impacts for crypto assets. So the EPA and the Department of Energy and other federal agencies should provide technical assistance and initiate a collaborative process with states, communities, and the crypto asset industry and others to develop effective evidence-based environmental performance standards for the responsible design, development, and use of environmentally responsible crypto asset technologies. So in other words, EPA and DOE are going to start talking to crypto companies, should talk to them, to basically tell them to change the way that their cryptocurrencies work. In which way? Well, these should include standards for very low energy intensities, low water usage, low noise generation, clean energy usage by operators, and standards that strengthen over time for additional carbon-free generation to match and exceed additional electricity load of their facilities. Should these measures prove ineffective at reducing impacts, they always bury the lead, the administration should explore executive actions, and Congress might consider legislation to limit or eliminate the use of high energy intensity consensus mechanisms for crypto mining. In other words, Bitcoin should be banned. That's how you read that. Now, it's kind of funny that all the Bitcoin maximalists, when the Lummis bill came out, were advising Senator Lummis and Gillibrand to ban proof of stake and use the heavy hand of government to go after us. But boy, does it fucking suck when the shoe's on the other foot, doesn't it? That the White House is now basically hiding in page 7 a report no one will ever see or read. Hey, nice thing you got there with proof of work, but global warming bad, so we should ban it. And we'll soft ban it by having the EPA and DOE come in and basically create standards that you can't adhere to. And then when you can't, create some form of executive order or legislation to basically prevent you from being able to do it, or destroy your profit margins so it's no longer profitable for the American mining industry. Sucks, doesn't it? So that's how governments work, especially the United States government. They're like this. They say one thing and they do another thing. They tell you there's going to be a great policy, and then a committee comes together that you've never heard, you know nothing about, you've never seen, and they draft a report basically saying the most valuable cryptocurrency in the world probably is illegal, should be, because carbon. That's simple. We watch, and Pepperidge Farm remembers. We remember. We listen to these things. We see these things. Now, the Bitcoin maximalists, because they're a religion, will refuse to acknowledge or believe that proof of stake in any capacity is legitimate. That's their prerogative, but it's very clear that there's a red target now on their back. And actually, for those who want to ban cryptocurrencies, they have the 1-2 punch of saying mining should be banned because it's not ecologically friendly, and proof of stake should be banned because they're securities. So wait a minute, do we have any options? Yeah, of course you do. Use JP Morgan Chase or Goldman Sachs. Use a CBDC. Use a centralized offering. Isn't that banning cryptocurrencies altogether? Pay attention.